Kudirat Kekere Ekun, blocked from the US for judicial corruption, becomes Chief Justice of Nigeria. Now wow, this is a bad record, and what's the name? The US will see all of these things and wonder which kind of country is Nigeria. Now taking over, how did Tinubu get this one to become his CJN in Nigeria? So all these things, they didn't investigate all of this matter before this appointment. Of course, we know who Nigeria is now. It's a country of who no man. I'm telling you, this is connection. Justice Kudirat Kekere Ekun, who was previously denied entry to the United States due to a controversial judgment, has been appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Nigeria, according to The Punch. The National Judicial Council recommended her for the position, citing the need to fill the vacancy left by Justice Kaide Ariwola's retirement. Kekere Ekun's appointment has raised concerns due to her involvement in a 2020 judgment that declared Hope Uzodinma as the winner of the Imo governorship election, a decision widely criticized as controversial. So according to Sahara reporters, the U.S. government had denied her visa application following this judgment. Can you imagine? So former governor of Cross River State, Donald Duke, had also highlighted this incident in his memoir, stating that the justices involved in the judgment were denied U.S. visas while their aides were granted entry. Duke emphasized the need for accountability and integrity in the judiciary. Exactly. So because of a wrong judgment, this woman and his cohort were denied entry into the US. It means that even the whole world saw that judgment that was given to Hope Uzodinma as the governor of Imo State was very bad and controversial. The whole world saw it. So for US to deny her entry into the US alongside other judges that were involved, it means that it was a serious issue. The same controversial judge has eventually become the CJN. What an irony. This is APC's work. So it means that that job in Imo State must have given her the credit to become CJN, because all we know Tinubu is doing is putting people in place that will help ensure that he wins 2027 election. So even if he declares himself winner and he goes to court, we're not expecting anything different. It will turn out to be exactly the way Justice Ariwola did this one that just finished. God will help this country. I'm telling you the truth. So what we are seeing here now is that the U.S. already punished this woman and her cohort for their decision they made during that Imo State governorship election that ended up in court, and this woman had to give judgment to Hope Uzodinma at the expense of the right person. This one now, wow. And I tell you, people will react to this. I would not be surprised to hear several things here now. Somebody saying, what do you expect of a government led by corruption, surrounded by corrupt people, and display corruptive tendencies with impunity? By the time these people are done with the country called Nigeria, I pray that many people will still be standing. Now, wow. And someone saying, life is more easier than the way you are crying like a criminal. Why don't you change your name and nationality to that of Ghana or Dahomey? I think they beat that year name too. Can you imagine? I probably said something like that. Tell them, oh, the truth most of them don't want to hear. Absolutely correct. That is the thing now. So what is her business in the US? She is Nigeria CJN, not US CJ. More so, what makes you think that the US is a perfect country and her citizens are perfect human beings? Since we are all human beings and descendants of Adam, we are not perfect. Stop disturbing your brain. That is your take. All right, everybody's entitled to his own opinion, so no worries. If so, call US. If the so-called US is perfect country and her citizens are perfect, why is their president in court for criminality today? Okay, the US is not a perfect country, but we can go there and borrow money, Abi. So explain how such a person will dispense justice impartially. That is the question. Having been noted for partial judgment in the past, and now the person is now the head of judiciary in Nigeria, because the CJN is also the head of the judicial National Judicial Council (NJC). Hi, now wow. Somebody said US is a perfect country. Can your country do what they are doing in the judiciary and in the world today? They cannot. They cannot. So that is the truth. US is a perfect country compared to Nigeria. Okay, even in the US, imperfection is still more perfect than Nigeria, whether we like it or not. So, Mr. Martins, can you educate us on the criminalities of former President Trump? Did he enrich himself like Nigerian president, or the way Nigerian politicians do? That is the question. Now, wow, Nigeria, my country, with her stain, she was appointed to. Now, so, because the truth of the matter is that her stain is in the eyes of the US, not in the eyes of Nigerian government. To the eyes of Nigerian government and to APC government, she did well and a good appraiser for her. And that is why they're putting her there, coupled with tribal affiliations. Only God will help Nigeria, I tell you the truth. Only God will absolutely help Nigeria. So the question is, if you look at the way judiciary is today, you know that it is finished. Right now, the government, PC government and Tinubu government has increased the judicial staff salary by 300%. What about the medical staff, like the doctors and the nurses, the paramedics? What about the teachers, the lecturers, the universities, the polytechnics, college of education, secondary schools? What about the Ministry of Education? Nobody is caring about them. What about the, what do they call them? The private sector and the people there. What are you doing for them to improve their earnings in their own businesses? Nothing. Okay. What Tinubu is doing is fortifying the sectors and the parastatals that will ensure his victory in 2027. That is what I see there. So he's more concerned with the judiciary, he's more concerned with the security agencies, he's more concerned with the military, he's more concerned with INEC. Those are the areas of his concern. So he's trying to put a structure in place that will make sure he gets his victory come 2027. Only God will deliver Nigeria from the hand of APC government in 2027. Quite unfortunate that we are finding ourselves in this mess. We can't help it. It's only God that will help Nigeria. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.